Alright, so as usual, I get 3/4 of the way through the project and I'm like, I probably ought to video some of this from the channel. So, right there's my bed. I took the top of the shock off, pulled the bed bolts that are right here, took them all off, put them aside, pulled the 4 bolts out of the valve covers, or valve cover. There's the 2 spark plug wires. I got this cam lobe pointing straight up, this one straight up, and that one straight up, and just ran my feeler gauge between right down in here. And I had a little orange poker sticker thing over here. I don't know where it went, but ran it underneath there. I drew on a piece of paper. I drew a map of what. One of them's the cam, one's exhaust. I'll have to look through the thing again. I can't remember. I know for a fact that I've read up about it and I know it, but I just can't remember. Got Alzheimer's or something. So that's my picture. There's your camshafts. Camshafts, lobes, near 2 timing chains. So that valve gap was 0.003 was an easy, I could slide it right in. 004 was really hard. The other one was a 5 and a 6. I want to say that one is your intake and this one's your exhaust, but I might be wrong. Can't remember. But I'm going to I got them 2 recorded, so I'll bump it over. I was going to pull the clutch cover and everything and turn it by hand. But you can just hit the key just a tiny, tiny bit. It ain't going to start because you got your spark plug wires off. Just barely bump the key and it'll turn just enough that you can do your cams. This thing's got almost 14,000 miles on it. It's a 2020 Polaris General. And every one of them miles has been really, really nice. It's all city driving, highway driving, ain't never been off-road. Alright, so I just got in it, turned the key on, bumped it over. Its mileage was 13,560 miles. So she's working on 14,000. Before that cam lobe was up, now it's down when I bumped the starter. Now this one's straight up, which also means the one inside of there is straight up also. And if the light shines on them just right, you can see the witness marks on the end of them. Them cams have wore a little bit. I don't know if they have an actual bearing on the camshaft or if it just rides on aluminum. Because if it just rides on aluminum, which it looks like it does to me, I may have to buy a whole new head. I don't know. We'll see. Problem is it doesn't want to start when it is cold. So I changed spark plugs. I checked my fuel pressure. I changed this sensor right here. Put a brand new one of them in it. It tells it how warm it is and everything. So I've changed everything except for valve cups and cams. And it still don't start good, but it may be getting new valves and cams. If them heads are wore out, if the heads wore out, I'm going to cry and buy a new head, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, I got all of them done. Feel a little better about them now. I don't know if I actually showed how to feeler gauge them, but this is the style that I use, and this, I don't know what it was. I just pulled one out. It's an 8, so it ain't going to fit underneath any of them 8,000ths. But you take it where this probe is, where the top of your lobe is on your feeler, and you stick it right below it right there. And if it'll slide all the way underneath it, to where it comes out and sticks out down on that end, then you so you put it right inside of there, right on that cap. So that's what that is. I just thought I'd better show that because I didn't show that at all. And here's my paper. So My biggest one is that exhaust valve, and it was a 7/1000. Really tight. Was my biggest gap. So I'll look up the specs on it, figure out what I got. That's the inside of the valve cover. I've changed oil in this pretty regularly. I tried to do pretty good on that kind of stuff. Changed the air filters a lot. Tried to do the best I could. But there she is. I'll finish writing down all the information I want out of this thing, and I will put it back together.